Before we begin, I want you to sit very comfortably. If you're lying down, that's okay as well. Just make sure you're sitting or lying in a comfortable position. Make sure your legs and arms aren't crossed. And make sure you can see the screen as you relax and let go. And first, what I want you to do is I just want you to close your eyes for a little while. That's right, just close your eyes down and just listen along to my voice very carefully. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath in and out, in and out. And I want you to focus very closely on your breathing as you continue to take very deep, easy breaths in and out. And I want you to notice yourself beginning to relax with each breath, as if each breath helped you to relax and let go, as if each easy breath in and out helps you to drift a little deeper into that relaxation. And that's all hypnosis really is just listening to my voice. Maybe focusing on something like your breathing, and just letting your mind begin to relax and slow down, to relax and unwind as you sort of drift, as you drift and relax and listen along. Take another deep breath in and out, and feel yourself begin to go deeper into that relaxation. Imagine that with each breath that you take, you're sort of drifting down in that darkness behind your eyes, this place of easy relaxation. Take another deep breath in and out, and feel yourself slowing down. Each breath seems to add more weight to your body. Each breath helps your mind to unwind and relax. And in a moment, I'm going to have you open your eyes again. And I want you just to close them immediately when I say the word sleep. That's a cue for you just to close your eyes down again and relax and let go, heavier and heavier. As I slowly count up, you can slowly open your eyes, but notice a very deep heaviness in those eyes, as if you sort of want to close them again very quickly, starting with the number 1, 2, slowly opening your eyes, and 3, open those eyes and focus on the spiral in front of you. And as you look at that spiral, feel yourself already relaxing and letting go, heavier and heavier, and sleep. Close those eyes down, close them down, and feel yourself relax. Feel yourself sink down. Imagine yourself returning to that relaxation you felt when you took those nice, easy breaths in and out. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and exhale, and feel yourself drift a little further down. Notice how easy it is to relax and let go. to imagine yourself just drifting away into the darkness behind your eyes, this void of relaxation, as if everything else can drift away, as you just listen along and feel your mind drift down, down, down into that warm, peaceful relaxation. So warm, so heavy, so easy just to listen along and drift down deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. And the next time I have you open your eyes, it's going to be very, very hard to even keep those eyes open. And I want you to imagine a heavy weight attached to those eyes, knowing that when you have to open them again, it's going to be so hard to keep them open. And I'll count from 1 to 3, and as I count, slowly opening those eyes, but immediately feeling the weight in them. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open again. And that was just a little exercise to help you relax and help you prepare to be hypnotized. And now what I want you to do is I want you to focus all your attention on that clock there in front of you. And I want you to just try to keep your eyes open as long as you possibly can. And I want you to focus on that clock very closely. Try to notice as much as you can about that image, that clock moving around and around. And as you watch it go and turn, I want you to notice a heaviness beginning to set in, a heaviness returning to your body. Maybe you feel it the most in your lungs, with those heavy, heavy breaths in and out. And as you watch that clock go round and around, just focus on your breathing in and out. And I want you to imagine that with each breath that you take, you're spreading a relaxation outward. From your lungs, you can feel it move up into your shoulders. You can feel it move down into your stomach, into your waist. You can imagine it sort of like a warm red glow, and you can feel that glow moving up through your neck. You can feel it soaking into the back of your head, and you can feel it move down into your cheeks and your mouth. You can feel it in those tiny, tiny muscles in your eyes. And I want you to try to keep your eyes open as you watch that clock, as you focus all your attention on that clock, watching each movement around and around. And it's as if that warmth, that relaxation is closing in on your eyes, causing them to close down, causing them to feel heavy as you watch that clock, almost as if you could barely keep those eyes open. Each time they close down, you feel yourself drift down into that darkness of relaxation, down into that warm, peaceful heaviness, down into that warm, peaceful place of relaxation, down heavier and heavier. And you can imagine in your mind that clock again. With those eyes closed down, try to see that clock in your mind. Remember what it looked like, and imagine the hands of that clock moving again, around and around. But notice that with each turn of those hands, you can feel yourself drifting down, heavier and heavier. You can sort of feel yourself unwinding into this relaxation, drifting and sinking as that darkness grows around you like a warm blanket. It surrounds you endlessly. There's nothing here at all but just your relaxation as you drift further and further down, deeper and deeper. Imagine the hands of that clock again, see them in your mind. And I want you to imagine that you can sort of slow time down in your mind. You can even slow the hands of that clock. And the slower you make that clock, the more this relaxation can settle in, heavier and heavier, slowing down further and further into that relaxation. So warm, so heavy, as if the slower that clock becomes, the heavier your mind feels, sort of warm and fuzzy, warm and comfortable as it drifts down, down, as if you're moving further from that clock. Imagine your body drifting deeper into that warm, peaceful darkness, moving down, down. Feel the weight of that sinking, pulling, and taking your body further down, deeper and deeper, further into that warm, comfortable sleep. Just letting yourself drift and sink. And you can let these words sort of roll right over you. You can hear them, but maybe you don't have to focus on what they actually say. Instead, focus on yourself drifting down. Focus on that image of your mind, that image of your body floating like on a cloud, drifting down, down, down. And I want you just to continue to take that body further down. Take yourself further into this relaxation, almost as if you're guiding that body with an invisible hand, pulling it down into this warm, heavy sleep. And as I count from 5 to 1, imagine that hand pulling your body deeper, and with each number feel the weight of that pull, taking you into a heavier, more peaceful relaxation. 5, drifting down, down. 4, deeper and deeper. 3, more and more relaxed. 2, and on that next number, just let yourself go all the way down. That hand pulling you down into this relaxation. drifting down into that warm, comfortable relaxation, drifting down into that warm, peaceful sleep, heavier and heavier. And from this darkness, you can do and imagine all kinds of things. Your imagination is much more capable here in this relaxation. Feel that imagination begin to build and move. Imagine that imagination is beginning to stir in that darkness, as if all around you are colors moving and swirling before your eyes as you relax. And I want you to imagine that those colors take the shape of a beach. Imagine yourself there on a beach. You can see the water moving in and out. You can see the soft white clouds moving over the water. And what I want you to notice is that you're not standing at all, but instead you're lying stretched out in a hammock. Imagine yourself right by the water, stretched out in that hammock. You can feel it pressing against your back. And I want you to notice that the hammock is tied between two trees. And you can see the sunlight coming down through the leaves of the trees. And you notice a faint, warm summer breeze begin to blow and brush against your body. And I want you to notice that that wind, that breeze, begins to rock you in that hammock, back and forth. And I want you to notice yourself feel a little heavier as you rock back and forth. Notice that warm fuzziness settle in your mind as you just imagine yourself drifting with the wind back and forth, each time feeling heavier and more relaxed, back and forth, heavier and heavier, back and forth, as if nothing at all has to happen while you relax, as if it's so easy just to drift in that hammock, back and forth. Everything can just sort of pass you by in this hammock as you drift back and forth, heavier and heavier, the wind blowing against your body, the wind taking you back and forth as you drift further into the hammock, back and forth as you drift deeper and deeper into that relaxation. And I want you to remember that warm, relaxing beach. Right next to that hammock, the water runs up and down on that shoreline. Look over at that warm, comfortable scene. And I want you to focus on those waves as they go up and down. Feel yourself drift back and forth in that hammock as you look over to that water and drift further down, heavier and heavier, back and forth as that water moves in and out. And occasionally I want you to imagine that there's an orange wave, sort of like a fire, and each time you see this wave it seems to bring a warmth over to your body, and it seems to pull you further into that relaxation. Imagine that orange wave going in and out as it takes you further down. That orange wave helping you to relax. But as you look at the water, it just looks normal as those waves mix in and out, back and forth in that hammock. And then again you see another orange wave coming, and you feel its relaxation and warmth as it comes in and out, taking you further down as you go back and forth in that hammock. And again that orange wave recedes, and you see just the blue of the water going in and out, the white of those waves going up onto the shore. And then again, in the distance, that orange wave is coming, and you feel its heaviness already. You feel it set in as it washes up on the shore, so heavy and relaxed. And it's so easy just to relax as you watch those waves. Watching for those orange waves to take you further and further down. Here comes another one in, so heavy and so relaxed as it seems to pull you further down into that relaxation, uncomfortably, heavier and heavier. And I want you to imagine yourself drifting out of that hammock and moving towards the water, moving towards the waves. And as you stand at the edge of the water, imagine a massive orange wave begins to come and tower over your body. And as it stands over you, you can feel the weight of that wave. You can feel its warmth like a glow as it moves closer to your body. And I want you to imagine it just washing up over your body. And as you feel yourself plunge down into the water, you can see the water is red with warmth and relaxation, red with a peaceful heaviness, and it seems to soak into your skin as you breathe in that warmth. You can feel it soak into your muscles like an artificial sunlight. You can feel it just glow all around you as this water takes you deeper and deeper down. Like a current, it seems to pull you down, and you can feel yourself drifting away from that red, drifting back down into the black darkness of your relaxation. Imagine your body drifting down into a deeper, a peaceful sleep. A relaxation where nothing can bother you at all as you just drift and unwind. A relaxation where everything else just seems to pass you by as you want to just drift and soak in this warmth, remembering the red of that wave, remembering the warmth it brought to your body, and feel yourself drifting down as you remember and feel that warmth across your entire body, as if that warmth seems to come from inside. Like a fire in your chest, it moves out with each breath, heavier and heavier. You can imagine that warmth helping you to relax. I want you to take that warmth from your body and imagine it like a flame, a giant flame, and I want you to push that flame right outside of your body so it's right there in front of your face in the darkness. Imagine a fire just burning in front of your body. Notice how comfortable that warmth is. As you imagine it there in front of you, you can feel its glow. You can feel it on your face, on your cheeks. You can feel it in the eyes and those heavy eyelids. You can feel it on your forehead as it just helps you to relax and go down, as it helps you drift deeper and deeper. And I want you to look down into that fire. Look deep, deep into the red of that fire. Notice how mesmerizing it is to look down into that fire and feel its warmth on your face. And it seems to pull you in, and you can imagine yourself gazing into that fire. And I want you to look down into those flames, and in the swirls of that red and orange, I want you to imagine a collar that goes around your neck. Imagine it there in the fire, as if it's being forged in the fires of your relaxation. Look down into those flames as you feel that warmth on your skin, in your chest, as it grows stronger and stronger. And as you look into those flames, use your imagination to conjure and build the image of that collar. And that collar is going to be the symbol of your growing submission. And what we're going to do is we're going to burn several images into that collar as a symbol of your goals, of the symbol of your growing submission and everything you're going to strive to be. And as you look into that flame, I want you to imagine someone on her knees before a shadow. And imagine how it would feel to bow before this voice, to feel that sense of vulnerability, that sense of arousal, knowing that bowing is a powerful symbol, a symbol of giving yourself to that person you bow before. And as you imagine yourself bowing before this voice like a towering shadow, I want you to burn that image into your collar, as if along the collar is that image of you bowing. And again, look down into the fire, and in the swirls of that color, I want you to imagine a woman pleasuring herself. Try to see yourself touching and exploring your body as you kneel before that shadow, before this voice, knowing and letting that wonderful image burn into the side of that collar, knowing that when you wear that collar, you'll feel that image as a part of you, wanting and desiring to become that image. And I want you to imagine yourself again in that fire. I want you to notice her acting differently. Perhaps acting like an airhead or a bimbo. Maybe acting like an animal, like a robot. But I want you to imagine yourself changing and transforming, knowing that's part of being hypnotized, to feel these great transformations, to allow yourself to become different things and different people, and let that image of your transformation burn into the side of that collar. Deeper and deeper, each image becomes a part of that collar. It also becomes a part of you. Each image settling down in your subconscious mind, settling down and becoming a part of your subconscious mind. And I want you to look down into that flame again, and again see yourself there. But see someone committed, perhaps even obsessed with this voice. Imagine what you would look like, desperate to follow this voice, desperate to show it your commitment, to get its attention, to need that shadow to look closely at your image and feel the pleasure from that attention, and let that image burn down into the collar, feeling a deep desire to want to please that shadow in its voice, to want its attention closely focused on you, deeper and deeper. And what I most want you to imagine in that flame as you look back down deeper and deeper is an image of yourself in the throes of pleasure. Imagine what you look like as you feel pleasure and orgasmic bliss wash over you. Imagine what that image would look like, knowing that is an important part of your submission and commitment to this voice. Knowing that to follow this voice will bring all kinds of pleasure and orgasmic experiences. Imagine yourself in that orgasm burned into the side of your collar. Let all of those images become not only a part of that collar and a symbol of your commitment and submission, but also let those images soak down into your subconscious mind and become a part of you, a part of your mind, a symbol of your submission, a symbol of you being hypnotized. Try to see all of those images flash across that collar as you really closely imagine that collar taking shape. See yourself bowing. See yourself touching and feeling pleasure. See yourself changing, acting differently. See your commitment and obsession with my attention, and see all the pleasure you're going to feel being submissive to that shadow in this voice. And as you see all of those images flash across that collar and those flames, I want you to imagine that collar begins to take form and lift out of the fire, moving forward towards you. And you can see as it moves out of the fire, it has a sort of red, orangey glow, as if it has an aura from those flames. And that aura is a sign of relaxation. And imagine that collar comes undone, and imagine it moving across your neck. Feel its warmth kiss your skin as you feel it wrap around your neck, not too tight, but snug against your skin. And as you feel it clasp on the back of your neck, feel a wave of pleasure wash over you. As you imagine each of those images burned into that collar, spread out through your body, spread out through your chest, and settle into your subconscious mind. And even if you don't remember your collar or those images, your subconscious mind can remember everything it needs to, knowing it's felt that collar and it's accepted those images as a part of your growing submission. Feel that collar snug against your neck and let yourself relax, as if the warmth from that fire moves through that collar and moves out through your body, helping you drift down, settling into a deeper, more relaxed place, heavier and heavier. And you're always going to wear that collar, imagining it as a part of you moving forward. But you're going to feel it especially in these trances. And you'll want to listen to this file, listen to this voice, and feel that collar stronger as much as you can, knowing a part of wearing that collar is committing to this voice, committing to being hypnotized by this voice, committing yourself to going deeper into this warm, peaceful sleep each and every time, needing to feel that collar more and more each and every time you hear this voice. And I want you to especially understand that you need to listen to this file specifically as much as you can. And each time you watch it and you feel this relaxation, you'll want to tell this voice in that shadow. You'll feel a need to show this voice that you've done your job, that you've done what you're supposed to do as a submissive self, giving yourself to this voice as often as you can. And in a moment, I'm going to wake you, and you'll wake, not only feeling that submission deeper, but you'll wake feeling that collar proudly around your neck, and you'll feel a desire to show this voice how well you've done. And you can show this voice in that shadow, your submission, in many different ways, in your own special way. But you'll want to feel and you'll want to show this voice how well you've done and how deeply you've given yourself to that collar and each individual image it holds. Knowing that each time you listen, you can go deeper. Each time you listen, you can let that collar become deeper, deeper rooted in your mind. Now, in a moment, I'm going to wake you, and I want you to let these memories just drift away, knowing that to better accept that collar, you don't need to remember any of these words while you've been relaxed. Imagine them sort of like your dreams in the morning when you wake up. The more alert you become, the harder it is to kind of focus in on any direct memory. They'll seem very floaty and distant from your mind. but your subconscious mind knows how to do everything it's supposed to. And your subconscious mind is going to feel that collar so deeply as a part of you moving forward, ready to receive more training, ready to watch and listen to more files, to let yourself go further and further down as part of your training. As I count you up from 1 to 5, you can wake up very, very slowly at your own pace, gradually waking up with each number, letting yourself forget more and more from your experience being hypnotized, but waking up feeling a deeper submissive self inside of you, feeling that collar and wanting to show your submission. As I count you up, slowly waking. 1, 2, 3, 4, slowly waking up, and 5, eyes open. Thank you for listening, and I hope you feel that collar very deeply.